We're welcoming back Joe Gavazzi, NCAA basketball analyst, and if you will do yourself a favor, viewers, check out Joe's article on the 2016 College Basketball Super Rats. All right, it gives you a breakdown and it gives you some categories that are very interesting that 27 teams have fit into that will help your betting advantage. Now, Xavier, I believe, is one of those teams that fits into that list, and they're playing at Providence. Right now, it's a pick'em. Joe, first and foremost, welcome back with us. Xavier, you know, they're a very, very disciplined team. They had one loss this year. I think they may have possibly overlooked Georgetown, but besides that, they have been spot on. They're going to a very, very good Providence team tonight who has really grown leaps and bounds in the last few years. What is it about this Xavier team, Joe, that gives you the confidence that thinks they can get it done, on Providence's home court?
Well, first of all, we do have one of our super rats in that the combined rebound margin, assist to turnover margin, and turnover margin total more than 10 points. In fact, over 14 in the case of the Xavier Musketeers. That sets them up as a solid fundamental play in anybody's book. But we also like to look at situations and always seek value when we're looking to make plays in college basketball. Remember, from that value perspective, at this point in time in the year, 44% of the college basketball games are falling within 5% of the opening line. And as well, college games falling just about 7.5% from the opening line. So very important to seek out value. How are we going to do that in this matchup? Let's look at when each of these teams played league leader Villanova. First of all, both Providence and Xavier come into this game at 5-2 straight up in league play. They just have a combined 5 losses between them for the year. Each of these teams played Villanova. First game of the year, Xavier went to Villanova and lost by 30 points as a 4-point underdog. Last Sunday, we used Providence as a top play for my clients and came away with an outright upset winner when Providence was a 13-point dog. That indicates a difference of 8 points in the betting line between these two teams, possibly 9 points between these two teams. And yet, with a 4-point advantage for Providence home courts, that's only 4 points on the betting line today, giving us arguably a 5-point advantage in the betting line when comparing the two teams' lines in their game against Villanova. That is a huge edge. Now, part of this comes as a result of the situation today. Providence just pulling that mammoth upset on Sunday against the #1 rated Wildcats. Well, how do we like teams, and we learn this in college football, who come back home priced as the inferior team, a home dog, if you will, or pick 'em, and they come off a conference road dog win in which they were an underdog of 10 or more points. We love to play against these teams, and it's a 75% chance to do so if our short road favorite comes off a win themselves. We've got the situation in our favor, the strong fundamentals of Xavier in our favor, and we've got great line value of arguably 4 to 5 points, the best of it in the betting line. It all adds up to a win with Xavier, who will not take Providence lightly, as Providence beat them here on this court last year. Take Xavier in a pick'em situation over Providence. It has everything going for it today, guys.
Yeah, Joe, I don't think Xavier's going to overlook this team either. And you know what? I had looked at this game before I broke down your information you sent me. And, you know, I think Providence might have quenched their thirst in that big win against Villanova. You know, that'll take a lot out of any team. And if you weigh it out, teams that literally come back stronger and build the momentum after a win like that, as opposed to teams that kind of get flat, well, the teams that get flat, that percentage is higher than the other way around. So I like this spot. I think Xavier has done a lot of growing up, obviously, since that opening, their opening game. And I think Providence just might be really, really good for the pickings. Also, Providence is only 5-6 at home against the spread, so they are vulnerable. I like this play as well. Well, viewers, you heard it out there. Joe Gavazzi likes Xavier tonight in a pick'em. They're one of his 2016 college basketball super rat teams. That spells advantage to me. So take advantage of that, and don't forget to read his article. There's 27 teams that fit into that category. Joe, thanks so much for being with us, and I look forward to talking to you again real soon. And go Xavier, let's get it done.